Good, good day to all of you. We are now in the simple predicate lesson, and the simple predicate refers to a verb, and there are verbs in the sentence. Verb or verbs may be more than one. You know that already from our previous lessons. So look at this sentence. Babylon has built a strong reputation over 200 years in business for professionalism, integrity, and quality. Uh, the verb phrase here is has built, all right? And these are the verbs or simple predicate for this sentence. Verbs in this study of simple predicate refers to, of course, as I've said, the verb of the sentence or verbs of the sentence. And in short, a simple predicate is just, remember this, is just the verb. All right? So here are the sentences with simple predicate. We have to find all the simple predicate or verbs only. All right? See, travel of the vessel travels at sea. Travels is the simple predicate. It was built by Belfast, Ireland. Was built. It's a simple predicate. It is part of the 21 ships. Is your simple predicate. It is the official history of Babylon, period. Is your simple predicate. The guiding force in the fortunes. Okay? This is not a sentence. But if we say the guiding force in the fortunes is BB line. Okay? Period. Then your simple predicate is. He realized the potential of the Burma trade. Realized is the simple predicate. Number 3, the year 1880 was the beginning of naming baby ship. Okay? Or ships. Was is your simple predicate. The Yorkshire was the first of the baby fleet. Was is your simple predicate. It engaged as troop ships in the Boer War. Engaged is a simple predicate. It became known during this war. Became is a simple predicate. Okay. Lancashire recorded the best time for the run to Burma in 23 days. Okay. Say recorded is the simple predicate. Soon, it gained the reputation for travel reliability. Gained is your simple predicate. By never having had a voyage disrupted, it succeeded. Okay? This is your simple predicate. It's a reverse sentence using the preposition. So you don't get the verb from there. You should be getting it from this part. In 1893, BB Line was placed on the government-approved list. Was placed is your simple predicate. This gave the incentive to develop passenger accommodation on board the vessel. The simple predicate is gave. In 1902, BB Line became one of the 4 Bs. Okay? BB Line became one of the 4 Bs. Okay? There should be a comma here. There. Okay. So in 1982, comma, BB line became one of the four Bs. So BB line is your subject, became is your simple predicate. It was voted by as the ideal type of employer by the trade unions. Was voted is your simple predicate. BB line had the distinction of being the longest established of the four. Had is your simple predicate. Number 7, it took place at the outbreak of World War One. Period. Okay, so you have here the simple predicate. By the end of the year, okay, comma, they were successful. Where is your simple predicate? Then Worcestershire became a casualty of this war. Became simple predicate. At the outbreak of war and dispute, comma, the ships were requisitioned. Where requisition is your simple predicate. To serve as hospital ships, these vessels for trade and business were converted. Okay? For trade and business. Okay, so were converted is your simple predicate. Okay? And this is a prepositional phrase, this one. So you go back here, this is your subject. This is the verb of the subject. Okay. Then, by the end of war and desolation, BB line had served over 200,000 British and 25,000 Americans. Had served is your simple predicate. And then, Worcestershire became a casualty of this fighting and killings. Became is the simple predicate. There you go. So look at that once again. This is your simple predicate. In studying clauses, we change our we change the reference. Okay, meaning the verb in parts of speech. In parts of its speech, the action, what the subject is doing, is called the verb. But here, that verb is replaced by another name. The name now is simple predicate. All right. Oh, there is another one here. 15. Of the enormous financial strength it has today, it can respond quickly beyond almost all global opportunities and challenges of a fast-paced socioeconomic and sociopolitical arenas. A quite long sentence here, but don't be confused because we have a noun what's this phrase opener, noun. This is a prepositional opener up to here, and then comma, then therefore the subject is this one, and this is therefore your simple predicate. All right, so let's now continue with another lesson, and this lesson tells us about the complete subject. Okay, when we say complete subject, you start from the subject of the verb, o yung pinag-uusapan sa sentence, yung subject ng pandiwa, papunta dun sa unahan ng sentence, go back to the first word of the sentence. Okay, so for example, let's get the definition first. Okay, the complete subject starts from the very first word of the sentence through the subject. Okay, stop ka dyan pagdating sa subject kasi verb na kasunod ng subject. Remember not to include the verb of the subject because it is included naman in the predicate. It belongs naman yung verb to the complete predicate. Okay? So look at the example. The best school for mariners is J. Palma Professional Institute. Period. Okay. Now you have to look. You have to find the verb. Finding it is crucial here because if you can't find it or if you've mistakenly referred to it, okay, then the next answer will be wrong. Okay, or an error. Is your simple predicate and complete predicate. So subject is what? School. This is your subject. Okay? But in the complete subject, you have to include up to the mariners your answer. You just have to stop when you bump the verb, okay, of the subject. So from mariners to the best school for mariners, that is your complete subject, including the prepositional phrase here. Okay, the technique is, or the principle is, just you have to stop and do not include the verb of the subject. Right? Follow? Okay, let's now begin. So below are sentences for you. Please identify the complete subject. The company, for a very good reason, left the partnership in 2005 to do other projects. Okay, let's look at the verb. Where is the verb? Okay, left. That is the verb. Therefore, you have to stop at the back of the verb. And then from there, your complete subject is this one. Complete subject. Alright? The company for a very good reason. Okay. Next, this is due to the exceptionally good value of the market that came in. The verb here is, therefore, this is your complete subject. Follow? Alright. So the complete subject is irrespective of the number of the words. Okay? Meaning whether it is one or more, as long as you identify the verb, from that verb going backward is to the first word of the sentence is your complete subject. Number 3, BB is a conglomeration of a dynamic group of global companies. Is your verb, right? Therefore, this is your complete subject. It is a global company with interests in shipping, marine services, logistics, financial services, offshore services, and retailing. Okay. Is your verb. Therefore, this is your complete subject. Then the engine of unprecedented success is our people. We have the verb is, so you have to cut it from there. Then go back up to the first word of the sentence. That is your complete subject. Alright. You're doing well. Okay, just follow the principle and in no time you'll be able to increase the knowledge of your grammar skills. You increase the skills of your grammar. 6. The company over the past 3 years has donated £2 million to different charities. Your verb here is has donated. So stop from there. Then go back to the first word. That is your complete subject. All right. The core of everything we do is our values. Is your verb. Therefore, from here, yeah, to there. All right, is your complete subject. They are the list of expectations for our customers. Are is your verb. Therefore, cut it there. This is your complete subject. Our values are guidelines to steer us all in the right business direction. Say are is your verb here. So go back up to the first word, and then you have the complete subject. Our values, that is your complete subject. We challenge convention in all our markets to deliver better service. Challenge is your verb. Therefore, we is your complete subject. All right. So look at that closer. Okay. That is your the complete subject. That is your complete subject. Okay. So do it closer, 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 and try to understand and know this principle when you are studying clauses. Okay, clauses. All right. So let us continue. Okay. So continue with complete subject. This is a continuation. So why do we try to have more exercises for each principle in grammar? Because we need to inculcate deeply the rules in order for you to remind yourself and recall what has been studied so that you don't forget. Okay? So, ang puhunan mo lang ay patience. Alright, patience. Because you're building skills. Skills are not for those who are in a hurry. Skills are for those who are patient. Okay, remember that. Again, the complete subject starts from the very first word of the sentence through the subject. Okay, I mean through the subject, right? Remember not to get the verb of the sentence or subject because it is included in the predicate. Again, this one, the best school for mariners is J. Palma Professional Institute. So the best school for mariners, that is your complete subject. Notice that is as its verb was not included because is part of the complete predicate naman. Okay, so let us continue with this lesson. The BB line is recognized for its integrity and professionalism by the maritime industry. Period. So your verb is this one. So you have to cut it and go back up to the first word. This is your complete subject. In more than 100 years, BB served the world. Served is your verb, and therefore BB is the complete subject. Sir, why is it? Why are you not including the in more than 100 years phrase? Because that one is karugtong ng world. Kaya pag sinabing reverse, kinukuha yung dulo, nilalagay sa unahan. Okay? The purpose of that author is, for a variation of sentence openers, so as not to experience boredom on the part of the reader. Okay, so that's the only reason for that. Okay, so it grew with great intensity and pride. Grew is your verb, therefore it is your complete subject. Wala nang ibang word na nasa unahan ng it. Siya lang talaga. So, yan na ang complete subject. BB line grew because of its men and women in the field. Grew is the verb, therefore you have to cut it there, and then this is your complete subject. Okay, you're following, Okay, the business was handled by dedicated personnel in the field. Was handled is your verb, therefore cut it there. This is your complete subject. 6. They are discussing about the engine department of the ship. Are discussing is your verb, therefore they is your complete subject. Because of that meeting, okay, this is reverse again. You know what a reverse sentence is. A clear plan was made. Was made is your verb, therefore this is your complete subject. Okay. The officers gathered after the meeting all the enlisted personnel. Gathered is your verb. Okay, so this is your complete subject. The captain explained about the agreed plan. Explain is your verb. Therefore, captain up to the da is your complete subject. Upon hearing this, reverse again. Excuse me. All personnel were enlightened. Were enlightened is your verb. Got it there. Personnel after the all is your complete subject. This is not part of the complete subject because upon hearing this is the uh, uh, part of this sentence here. So if we are going to eliminate we have to reverse this. Okay, we say all personnel were enlightened upon hearing this period. Next, the workers were motivated after that meeting. Were motivated after that meeting. Were motivated is your verb, therefore this is your complete subject. Alright? And because of the officers' initiative, the grievances were honestly addressed. Where address is your verb, cut it there. Grievances after the da is your complete subject. The ship peacefully sailed until it reached the pier. Sailed is your verb, therefore from there you have to get the complete subject. The people learned since that day to open and trust each other. Okay, learn is your verb, got it there. This is your complete subject. Business grows when its workforce live with contentment. Live is your verb, therefore you get this workforce up to that business as your complete subject. But the management should treat with respect and equality its people. Should treat is your verb, got it there. This is your complete subject. You can be promoted because of your skills and qualifications. Can be promoted is your verb. This is your complete subject. But it requires within your innermost being a sound value and excellent character to stay there. Okay? Okay. Okay, so requires is your verb, it, okay, and to the part is your complete subject. All right, next 19. Everyone needs to honestly check the basis of their value system. Needs is your verb, everyone is your complete subject. Your character shall be tested with great intensity to see how far it can go. Okay, shall be tested is your verb, then therefore this is your complete subject. Okay, so try to look at that now again. Okay, the complete subject lesson. All right, that one. All right. We are now going to uh, study the predicate and subject. Excuse me. All right, the predicate and subject within the previous or with the previous exercises. You have learned about predicate and subject. These two major divisions in the sentence are very important to complete the thought. Yan na. Yan na tayo, no? Dapat may predicate and may subject para makomplete ang thought. Ulitin natin. With the previous exercises, you have learned about predicate and subject. These two major divisions in the sentence are very important to complete the thought. Look at this sentence. The objective of this book is to help you understand clauses. The word objective, this one, is the simple subject. You know that already, aren't you? And while the objective of this book is the complete subject. Going further, the is, this one, is the verb, which is called simple predicate. And is, from that verb to including to help you understand clauses, is the complete predicate. All right? So, here we have a sentence: by the end of the war, BB Line had carried over 200,000 British. All right. The simple subject is BB Line. Okay, this is the simple subject. The complete subject is also the BB Line. That is also the complete subject, because there is no other, or there are no other words that are part of that subject. Complete subject and simple subject all in one. All right? And then it says simple predicate is had carried. This is your simple predicate. And complete predicate is from the had carried, or British, and then going back to the by the end of the war, because that is part of the last part of the sentence. It was just taken out from there for the purpose of, once again, varying the sentence openers, so as not having always, okay, the normal opening of, da and etc., or opening it with the subject. Okay, so ito na iyan na rin ang iyong tinatawag na complete predicate. Alright, up to this one. Okay, next, it also carried 25,000 American troops, period. Okay, so you have the carried, shall complete, I mean simple subject. All right, and the uh, complete subject is it also. Complete subject. Sometimes they would like to let that also be part of this one. Okay, and American principle or British. But here, this is the verb. Now, and the simple predicate is, this is the simple predicate. Okay, this is the simple subject and also the complete subject. This one is your complete predicate up to that verb. All right. So you divide. So if you divide the two, you'll see and could be able to distinguish which one belongs to simple subject and complete subject, and belongs to uh, simple predicate and complete predicate. This one, divide. So this is that part up to this one. That one is your simple predicate. This one, and complete predicate. This one is your simple subject and complete subject. So you notice the two divisions there, okay? At the outbreak of the war, reverse again, BB line was requisitioned for the war. So you have the divided from the verb there, divided. This is your simple predicate, okay, that one. And when you add up to this one is your complete predicate. BB line is your simple subject, and at the same time, this is your complete subject. Okay, sana hindi na nalilito, pinuulit-ulit natin. Okay, so the most important thing to do here is to always go immediately to the verb and divide the sentence, okay, from there. So all 11 ships were used to diverse civilian and military purposes. Okay, the verb is were used, so divide it from there. This is your complete predicate. This is your simple predicate. This is your simple subject. This is your complete subject. Follow? Very good. Next, go again to the verb. Divide it from there. This is your simple predicate. This is your complete predicate, including the simple predicate. This is your simple subject, those two. And when you add all the words, that is your complete subject. All right. Now, Joe and Jojo are compound subject. Divide it from there. This is your simple predicate, and up to here naman is your complete predicate. Joe, Jojo, and Jojo is your simple subject. When you include the end, it becomes a complete subject. All right. John and Alice skated and danced. Divide. Skated, simple predicate. Danced, simple predicate. This is a compound verb. Okay. And when you include the end, that is your complete predicate. Okay. Alice, John, so simple subject. When you include the end, this is your complete subject. Itong buong to ang complete subject Hindi yung end lang, yung buo. Okay? So let's continue. Nestor, Joe, and Jojo shook hands, smiled, and walked home. Okay, divide it from there. Okay, shook is your simple predicate, including this one. Okay, because that's a verb. Okay, and when you get everything there, it becomes the complete predicate. Jojo is a simple subject, and the entirety is uh, complete. Okay, that is the complete subject. Compound subjects and compound verbs may be in the sentence. Okay, divide it there. Maybe is your simple predicate. All the way there is your complete predicate. Compound, then subject. This is your simple subject. You get everything there, it becomes a complete subject. The iron screw ship was found. Divide. Was found is the simple predicate, but the entirety is also complete predicate. Ship is your simple subject. You get everything is your complete subject. Okay? Follow? Okay. So look at that. Beautiful, really. Yeah. And you're able to uh, get or apply your grammar skills, then it becomes easy to execute or apply. Okay, so let's go to the complete, or so let's just continue with this one. The ship Braganza collided with another steamer. Okay, divide. Collided is your simple predicate. Up to the end is your complete predicate. Braganza is your simple subject, but when you get everything there is your complete subject. She sank immediately with the loss of 22 lives. Divide it here because sunk is your simple predicate. Up to the end is your complete predicate. She is both your simple subject and complete subject. Alright? Understand? Alright. So let's finish this one, okay? Again, have patience. Or have patience in this exercise. Nearly 125 years later. What is this? Have patience daw. Alright, sige. Have patience. Patient pala ay ano. Yung may sakit. Okay. Oh, sorry na. Oo, ganun nga. Have patience. Alright. Right. 14. Alright. Katingin sa akin apo ko. Daddy, patience. Not patient. Alright. Sorry. Nearly 125 years later, her wreck was found in 1994. Okay? That was found is your simple predicate. After that is your complete predicate. You divide it. Okay? Wreck is your simple subject. You go to the her is your complete subject. This one is part of the complete predicate. Okay? There. Okay. Now let's continue with 15. In 1859, the BB line Venetian was built. Alright? Divide. Was built is both your complete predicate and simple predicate. Venetian should be here a comma. Venetian is now an appositive, but okay, this is your subject. Simple subject. From Venetian to the N. Okay, there is your what do you call this? Oh, this one is comma. Then when you put it in there, you erase this comma here. Okay. Then therefore, it's a reverse part of the Venetian is your simple subject and at the same time complete subject. This one belongs to the complete predicate. Excuse me. All right. It was the first vessel made by the Belfast shipyard, Harland and Wolff. Cut, made is your simple predicate. And all the way to the last is your complete predicate. Oh, no. Let's repeat this one. Okay. All right. This one. Okay. Is was made is your verb actually. So that is your simple predicate. Up to this one. So this is your complete predicate. So the first vessel there, okay, was the first vessel made by the, okay, this one is also referred to as a noun phrase. This it is a simple subject and your complete subject. Of the ships, 21 ships built by the yard, 18 were for the BB line. Cut, where is your simple predicate? Up to the line is your complete predicate. 18 is your simple subject and at the same time complete subject because there is none to include. This one of the 21 ships built by the shipyard, you have to put is here. Continue with this one. So this one belongs to the complete predicate. Okay, that belongs to complete predicate. BB had provided strong business opportunity for Harland and Wolff. Divide, because this is your simple predicate up to that one. Okay, when you continue is your complete predicate. BB is your complete subject and at the same time simple subject. Okay, last two. Arthur Wilson was the guiding force in the fortunes of BB line. Cut it there. Was is your simple predicate. Then continue. After that period is your complete predicate. This is your simple subject and at the same time complete subject because there is none to include anymore. Realizing the vast potential of the Burma trade, Wilson ordered 2 new streamers. Reverse na naman yan. Ha? So, cut. Ordered is your simple predicate. From there up to here is your complete predicate. Yan. part yan dyan. Wilson is the subject. So this is both the simple subject and the complete subject. All right, we're done with that. Look at that now. Okay, that is how you should analyze whether those groups of words or group of words are complete in thought or not. A sentence must have a simple subject and simple predicate, or complete subject and complete predicate. Always remember that. Before you can create a complete thought, those two divisions are very important part of the sentence. Okay, and all right, so we'll be continuing this later. Okay, probably tomorrow. The lesson is more about more predicate function. Okay, so thank you very much.